Hi everyone, Erin Habel back with you from Contrast Real Estate, and welcome back to Wednesday's Word, where I help demystify real estate terms and phrases. So I think I have a good one for you today. It's one I don't think was heard a lot up until a couple years ago when this market started going crazy, and that is appraisal gap. So simply put, appraisal gap is the difference between the fair market value of a property that's determined by an appraiser versus the amount a buyer and seller have agreed upon to pay for a home. So as a lot of you know, the market's been exceptionally hot the last couple years. You've probably heard where there have been bidding wars going on, and it's not been uncommon for buyers to offer more than a list price on a property. Well, we talked about appraiser about a month or so ago, and if you recall, it's a big deal if the appraisal comes in short for an offer that's been extended. If there's a big price difference, that difference needs to be made up by the buyer. A lender typically is not going to make up that difference. They're only going to lend on the appraised value of a home. Of course, if the appraisal is over a listing price, you're getting instant equity in most cases. But when that gap falls short, something has to be determined. And that's usually when the buyer and seller will go back and maybe renegotiate, or maybe the buyer is willing to pay the entire amount of the gap, depending on what that price amount is. Or in a worst case scenario, the deal falls apart and everyone walks away. So again, appraisal gap is a big deal. We're hearing a lot about it. We continue to hear a lot about it because the market is still tight. And you'll see it in a lot of purchase contracts where something's already been added in the contract to cover an appraisal gap. So hopefully that helps today and you found some benefit from it. Again, if you have a word or a phrase that you would like more clarity on, drop it in the chat box here or private message me and I'll be happy to respond back to you. Otherwise, have a great rest of the week and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Thanks a lot and take care.